for the first time. I'll be watching that one again.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The paranormal to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up.
Hey, Zach.
Oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on? Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, and a Tiki-Taki. What is happening, everybody? Boy, did we got a hell of a show for you today. Tonight's topic is your most awkward moments. I've got a hell of a list. We're going to go through. We're going to talk to Gary, Zach, and maybe you. If you want to be on the show, request a box over here on TikTok. We'll bring you in, or you can always call us 207-370-5852. I'm going to have a little bitch session first. But before I do that, we're going to introduce a few people onto the show. My brother from another mother, Gary's in the show. Gary, what's happening, my man?
What's going on, dude? I was hoping you were going to start with the outro again, just to lean into the awkward situation thing.
The awkward situation will be a little bit later, Gary. Just wait for it.
Well, I don't know. It seems like it might start out awkward for some people. It's hard to say.
Yeah. And then we got the man down below here. He's got sugar mamas all across the globe. They also call him the man with the millimeter pita. We got Zach down there. Zach, what's going on, my man?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, last couple days have been fucking hell. Just got unbanned like 2 hours ago, so
Nice. Official Smalls, I see you in there in the box. I will bring you in here shortly, my man. I'm here to listen to awkward. Gotcha, Darkness. Well, we're going to be talking about awkwardness here just shortly, but I got a few things that I want to get off my chest. But before I get this stuff off my chest, I want to put out a little disclaimer. Everything tonight that you're going to hear on my show, whether you're listening on Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, or over here on TikTok, please do me a favor. Know that this is the opinions of myself, my brother, Zach, and any other guests that we bring on the show. You can do with the information as you please. Feel free to do your own research and keep this in mind. It is for entertainment purposes only. Now, a couple of things I want to get off my chest real quick. During our last episode, I remember I was telling you guys how I started up an Etsy shop, right? I was selling all these products while I started up a TikTok shop too. Wow, that was interesting. I started up a TikTok shop and I started posting products out there. One of my main products was the Orange Man's mugshot, right? And it said wanted for president. It said wanted for president. TikTok removed it and said it went against community guidelines. But I had another video shared to me for another product that's being sold on TikTok. It is a card-looking thing that opens up bottles, and it's called the N Pass. So when you're like trying to think of the N Pass, take the first letter N, fill in the rest of the word that ends with an A at the end of it. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, these two are looking like, hold on. Let me do this with the bleep. It is the goddamn. You guys figure it out yet? They call it the.
You're making this real awkward, Mark.
Come on. Really? You guys haven't figured this out yet?
What is it for?
Oh my God. Zach's raising his hand. What, Zach? Did you figure it out, Zach?
No, I was answering the dark ones.
All right. Let me color my face another shade of color, gentlemen.
To start.
Oh my fucking ladies and gentlemen, I've got the twoest whitest people in the face of this earth, because if they cannot figure this shit out yet, dear God. Are you too serious?
Okay.
Yes. Oh, you get it now, Zach. You get it. Okay. Okay. Gary, do you get it now? I'm glad you both finally got it about 5 minutes into the frickin' show. Just me trying to explain to you. Okay. So how can that pass TikTok's guidelines, but a shirt with Donald Trump on it cannot? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. So there's that, right? So all I'm going to say on that matter, for everybody's listening to me, I'm trying to not go full-blown political here, but there's a couple of things that have been pet peeving me, and I really got to talk about it. The wife just says, "What is it? I missed it." Oh, she goes, "Oh, I got it." Okay, she figured it out. She figured it out. Okay. So good. I could have typed it out for her. All right. So
I don't say it unless you do.
Right. So the sad part is if it doesn't offend anybody on the left, I guess it's okay to post. It's okay to sell, as long as it doesn't offend any of them. But if you offend anybody who's on the left, your product's not good enough to be sold. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at that aspect of that. It just aggravates me. Yes, exactly. Mick Fiddle says it is control. It's 100% control. 100%. And the sad part is the TikTok CEO, when TikTok was getting ready to do that whole banning thing, and they're talking about banning TikTok over here in the US, the CEO came out and said that he's all about freedom of speech, that their sister company ByteDance was not going to have any control over it and stuff like that. And I call a crock of shit on that. I can 100% say that they are censoring. So yeah, that just pissed me off about that. But that's the gripe number one. Let's get out the second gripe, unless you boys got something to say about that gripe before I move on to the next one. Then we'll get into the awkward moments.
Well, this doesn't have anything to do with your banning, but you remember the video I made of Sully with the filter on his face?
Yes.
That got taken down today for bullying and harassment.
Oh, dear God. That was freaking funny, man.
And there was nothing even bad said.
No, nothing bad at all said.
I just called him a hobbit.
And that's not even like,
no, man.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, TikTok, do better. Do better, TikTok. Figure it out. I don't know who you got working in that office. Maybe you need to start hiring a bunch of 50-50 people. Have 50% of your people coming from one side, 50% coming from the other side, and then come to a mutual agreement. But unfortunately, that's the hard part, right? Going back to the old days where we could all be working together and realize, hey, I got a different opinion than you. You got a different opinion than me, but we can still get along. But
you can still like someone and have varying opinions. That's the thing that I feel like has been forgotten these days. People feel like if you don't agree with 100% of what somebody says, that you can't like them. Like, somebody can still be a good person and you can still get along with them and have varying opinions. It's really weird.
Exactly. And the cool thing is the way you just worded that rolls us into the one more gripe that I have. Today in our local city, I made a video. Some of y'all may have seen that video. A gentleman took a picture of a park that a lot of families take their kids to. It's got a gazebo. You can overlook the river and stuff like that. And he took a picture of a homeless encampment that is down over there. And unfortunately, there's a lot of, how can I say, a lot of paraphernalia that's being left on the ground. It was supposedly there's feces and stuff like that too, from them defecating and urinating down in the public, because there's no porta potty, no place for him to go bathroom. He posted this not to be mean, as he was homeless himself. And he posted, when in the post, he mentions, I was homeless before, and then I was finally able to get help. And they took me into a shelter, got me a job, got me all my IDs and stuff like that, and got me on my feet. He was basically in his post talking about how this should be happening. Keep saying for entertainment purposes only. It is definitely 100% for entertainment purposes only, Darkness. Yes, it's glitching. I'll try to be careful, y'all. So, needless to say, after he posted this and saying how our city needs to try taking care of the people, everybody started bashing on him like he was a bad guy. He literally got attacked by like 10 to 15 different people, calling him a bad person for outing them. When no way, shape, or form was he outing him. He was just saying that our local officials, meaning standard local, which anytime you're trying to get help within your city, you start off with your local officials, right? And then if your local officials can't do anything, then you move up to your state officials. And then there's a reason why we have a federal government, because if your state officials won't do anything or they don't have the funds to do it, then they go to the federal government to get that remaining help. Start local, always start local, Abby. But all I'm going to say with that matter is, because people saying we're glitching and we might be getting closer to TikTok giving us a spanking. Watch that last video that I posted. It was 10 minutes ago. Okay. Look, exactly, Abby, exactly. But I don't feel like Big Daddy TikTok giving me a spanking tonight. So let's get into some of the most awkward moments people have ever had. I'm going to start off with a conversation. If you want to join in on the box, feel free. We're going to bring in official Smalls. This is a gentleman that I met on TikTok just 2 years ago, a veteran, also a firefighter. So we're going to bring him in. Official Smalls. All I ask is when we're talking, if you want to bring up something, just raise your hand so we can see you. So please turn on your camera, brother. And how are you been?
So unfortunately, on this account, I cannot put my camera on because I have like 600 and some people following me, not 1,000. So,
gotcha. Okay. So the way we can do this is mute your mic, and when you want to talk, put something down on the chat for me.
All right, sounds good. I can do that.
All right. So that way there we can try to manage it, because it gets really hard when we do boxes. For those who else are tuning in, you can also call into the show. And please note that this is a live recording. By tomorrow morning, this will be on Apple and Spotify and so forth. You can call into the show at 207-370-5852. I got 4 waves in 2. Oh, that's crazy. 4 spankings in 2 days. Damn, Darkness. You are naughty. All right, let's go.
She likes it though.
Dear God. All right, going down to the number one. What do you guys think, Zach and Gary? We're gonna make a game out of this. And official Smalls, you can jump into after Zach answers. Feel free to chime in with your answer, and we'll see which one of you is right. What's the percentage of people in America do you think has the most awkward moment of forgetting someone's name?
You want a percentage of people?
I want a percentage of people.
I'll say 20 or 30.
Okay, Gary.
Yeah, I'd say about 30. Yeah.
Official Smalls.
I'll go about 46%.
76.
85% of the people.
Wow.
Have that awkward moment. The wife Texas says 75. So the wife beat all of y'all, man. She got the closest at 75%. 75%. I mean, I would say that I'm 100% guilty. I don't know if I feel embarrassed, but I definitely feel I try to get creative on the way when I've got to be like, oh, hey, how you been? I just don't say the freaking name at all until eventually I hear it.
You.
Right? How you been?
It's you, dude. What's up?
Right? Yeah. I mean, how would you approach that, Gary? You forgot somebody's name, but they're coming up to you. You got to talk to them.
If it's my second or third time, I'll just straight up be like, I'm sorry, dude, I forgot your name. But if it's been like a month and a half, I don't fucking know. I just like, how do you spell your name again? Or like, I don't know. There's always kind of a weird way to try to get them to say their name or whatever. But
I would literally just be like, hey, dude, we should hang out sometime. Here, put your name and your number in my phone.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. What about you, Smalls?
Would just ask them, I'm sorry, what's your name again? That's just that person I am.
All right, gotcha. The phone one I've done, McFiddle says. Hey, that's a pretty smart way, the phone one. All right, so the next one, another most awkward moment done And I'm going to highly admit that I just recently did this. Pop, thank you so much. I will admit that I did this, not really in public, but I did do this last night while working. Number 2 is tripping in public.
I've done that.
Like, do you feel awkward when you trip in public?
No, I just get up and I'm like, I'm a dumbass.
Okay. Gary, you?
I don't know.
What about you, Smalls? All right, gentlemen. What percentage of people do you think in America find this awkward?
100%.
Gary?
I'd say the vast majority. I don't know a percentage, but I would say the vast majority of people probably feel awkward if they trip.
Darkness says she did it 2 weeks ago and hurt her knees. Kaylin saying 60%. Zach saying...
I was going to go about 60, 65%.
Okay. My wife says, if anyone is around me or sees me, I just say, watch out, the Florida trip. Oh, the floor trip. Gotcha. The floor. Gotcha, my wife. All right. I can't even read her text. All right. So the correct answer is 90% people. And the funny part is I didn't really technically do it in the public. But one of my accounts last night, as I was vacuuming the floor, they like to move their gym equipment around on me. And mind you, I'm wearing a backpack vacuum. I've got my buddy sitting on my hip at the same time. And as I was vacuuming, I was walking backwards and went right over a weight bench last night. Right over a freaking weight bench, dude.
Is that why you're so bad? And that snap.
Dude, it hurt. It freaking hurt. So not only did I get a vacuum smashing into my back, but also my buddy that lies in my hip jammed into my hip pretty freaking hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt. I can trip over air, Kaylin says. You know, I can too. I've got a rolling ankle, like an ankle that constantly rolls. So I could be walking out of nowhere and all of a sudden just stumble because my ankle rolled. It really sucks.
I've noticed since my knee surgery, my last knee surgery rather, I've been a little more clumsy than normal. So take it for what it's worth, I guess, you know?
Right. So Vicky over on TikTok says she fell through a display at a Price Chopper.
Oof.
Dear God. I mean, I guess that makes sense with her because as I mentioned before, how I host those TikTok scavenger hunts on Saturday nights when I have it off, she broke her toe during it.
What?
She was the first ever person to break a bone while playing my TikTok scavenger. Yeah, she broke her toe.
Fuck.
Playing scavenger hunt.
She broke her toe and I was breaking random shit in my house.
Yeah, I mean, Zach broke his baseboard. And he broke his lamp.
Wasn't that intentional though? Didn't you do that on purpose?
Yeah, but it was a dumbass moment. I had a wooden fucking knife block right in front of me.
Right. And the wife, when she was pregnant with our first son, she legitimately passed out inside Rent-A-Center. Yes, Rent-A-Center. Hold on. Whoa, my camera just tweaked out. Hold on. Yeah, she passed out in Rent-A-Center.
Huh.
Yeah, she like literally just collapsed.
That's not fun.
No, not fun at all. All right, let's go on to number 3. How many people have done this? You guys, I'm gonna go through the percentages here. So how many people do you think would find it awkward? And if you have done this, what kind of message was it? Sending a message to the wrong person.
I've done that.
Did you feel awkward after doing it?
No, I just told them it wasn't for them.
Okay. Kaylin saying guilty down in darkness, waving her hand. Gary kind of just shrugged.
Totally. Yeah. I've sent the wrong email to people. I've messaged the wrong person. I accidentally, like in my work, I sent, cause I'm in sales. So it's like, we have different confirmations that we send to the customers, and I sent them our pricing instead of their pricing. So I had to
that had to been fun to explain.
Oh, dude, that I felt pretty fucking dumb to my boss, not to the customer. The customer, whatever, I could tell them whatever, but it's like to my supervisor, I'm like, I'm the best salesperson you got, and I'm fucking sending these kind of documents. It's not a good sign, you know?
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Now that I think about it, mine was actually a few weeks ago.
Really?
I was texting my buddy Mike at work, and I can't say what I said because it's what I got nannered for last night. But I meant to send him suck a D, and I accidentally sent it to my daughter's mom.
Oh, that had been
Yeah.
that must have been an interesting conversation when it came up to
I
it.
was waiting for the reply to come through, and then she messaged me. She's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Oh, sorry, that was my buddy Mike."
Just
We
like
got-
random out of the blue.
Right, suck a D.
I was wondering why he wasn't texting back. I was like, "Oh, I may have hurt his feelings by saying that."
Caitlin over here in TikTok chat is saying, my husband has a guy at his work who sent 4 pics to some guy there instead of who it was supposed to be for. So when we're talking pictures, Caitlin, are we talking those dirty kind of pictures? Are we talking those pictures where certain things are swinging in the air?
Like doing the bionic seahorse, like
Right. Right. Ooh, look at me. Oh boy. Those are that would be bad. That would be bad. That would be very bad.
That's hard to talk your way out of that one.
Yeah,
know?
you can't talk your way out of that one at all. What about you, Smalls?
Yeah, I've done it so many times. I usually just go straight, tell them, hey, to the wrong person.
Gotcha. All right, going on to the next one here. I'm definitely guilty on this one. Being caught talking to yourself.
oh yeah, all the time.
Why do we do that? Why do we talk to ourselves?
Yeah, I do it at work when I'm stressed as fuck or I'm bored as fuck. I'll just sit there and I'll start thinking about something. I'm like, maybe I should do this, or maybe. And then someone like starts walking down by me. I'm like, oh hey,
Right? How's it going? Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not answering myself, so don't call the men in the white coats yet. Because they say you're okay to talk to yourself, but once you start responding to yourself and answering yourself, that's when you have a problem.
That's when the problem kicks in, right?
It does. But how many people down here will admit that they've answered themselves?
oh, Vicky said all the time.
All right. Oh man. So 75% of Americans, the darkness as I have. Right. I mean, I guess if you're trying to figure out a question in your head and then you say that question out loud, then you answer
Is this
that,
something I should do? Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Like,
fucking do it.
I've legit called myself a dumbass to myself.
oh, for sure.
100% done that
Oh,
multiple times.
Like, why did I just do that? Why? You're a fucking dumbass.
Oh,
Taking both sides of the coin, like to yourself.
Like
right.
when you have the angel and the devil on your shoulder, like you're just like fucking.
So that'd be so. Who doesn't do that? My wife said she was responding about the text message. All right, here's the next one.
Thanks.
Not only does it happen in the Super Bowl, but how many people here would find it awkward and have had it happen to them for an accidental wardrobe malfunction? I got to say, for me, it's always the zipper down. I'm always being told by the wife, it flies down.
Dude, I have a pair of fucking jeans and the zipper, it doesn't stay up. Like I have to constantly, it looks like I'm like readjusting my junk, but I have like all through the day, I have to zip my zipper up and people are looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
So you're like that weird guy at work that looks like he's grabbing his crotch all day long?
Basically,
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic. What about you?
Oh yeah, I've gone like half of a day, and then I realized like just like adjusting normal, and then I'm like, holy shit, my zipper's down. Like this has been down pretty much probably all day.
Oh
Like,
dear.
Yeah, it's happened.
I really wish I could pin these TikTok chats onto our main screen here for the people watching us on the other social medias. But Piper D says she went to a goth club back in the day and she wore a corset and had a pop out at the top.
Ooh.
Yeah, that I guess that would be kind of awkward, wouldn't it be? Like
Darkness said she had a hole in the back of her leggings.
a hole in the back of her leg. And the upper back, like everybody, was it the butt back or what there? I mean, that would be bad. Vicky was at a water park and lost her top.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
I say that is mostly common, right? You're going down a water slide, especially a
I was
female.
about to say, why do you always see teenage boys standing next to the water slides at the bottom because they know they're gonna fucking get a show,
Right?
Yep.
Darkness says all day long, no one said anything about her wardrobe malfunction. That's the worst, right? You got friends and coworkers, and they see that you're having this wardrobe malfunction, they just sit there and watch you all day long. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking know, motherfuckers. Tell the person.
Nah,
Like-
those are the good friends. Those are the good friends. They just kind of let you ride that shit out. Those are the good friends.
I like looking at your peach. I don't know.
Dear God. Oh man. All right. So that's 92% of Americans would find that awkward,
Okay,
having a wardrobe malfunction.
seems about right.
Right. So the next one would be, and I'm not sure how relevant it is in today's world, but entering the wrong restroom.
Oh, I've done that on purpose, bro.
You're why laws are created.
Right. But they're not laws anymore, though.
Oh yeah.
I did accidentally do it one time at the airport because I was so fucking tired, and I was literally texting on my phone trying to see where my next gate was, and I walked into the women's restroom. Literally walked into a stall, so I didn't see the urinals. I was like, "What the fuck? This is weird." Walked into a stall, dude. Took a piss, washed my hands, and as I was walking out, fucking a girl walks in. She's like, "I think you're in the wrong place." I was like, "I think you're right."
That explains a lot of things.
Right? It does. Oh man, I couldn't. No.
No, darkness. Guys' bathrooms are always cleaner.
Yes,
They are.
I would love to. I would love
Yes.
to argue with anybody who thinks that the female's bathroom's cleaner than the guys. You are absolutely wrong. Talking from a guy who owns a commercial cleaning company and clean restrooms for a living, I can tell you that the female's bathrooms at every account is the dirtiest. And the guys are
No.
definitely cleaner than the females.
Agreed.
Official
No, I would have to say, except for the Walmart bathrooms, I think the front end of the store, they're the worst. But you go to the back end of the store, and they're the cleanest.
Dude, it's Walmart. They're always gonna be freaking nasty. Oh, the wife,
There's an exception to every rule, that's for sure.
right? The wife just said they are equally nasty. Also, we typically don't sit down on the seat though, so it makes a mess. They helicopter piss. They do the hovering. Oh man, I'm not a fan of fish. What the fuck? Oh man. All right, moving on. The chat and TikTok is going crazy tonight. All right, let's go to. There was 93% of, by the way, 93% of Americans find that one to be awkward.
I don't think it's awkward. It's funny.
All right, number 8, getting caught picking one's nose.
I've caught people. Dude, I see people driving all the time, and they're fucking knuckle deep, and it's
Knuckle deep. Yep.
Like, yeah, when you're driving, you look over to your right or left, and you see just some person's going to freaking town on that.
Yeah.
No, the worst is when you catch someone and they fucking look at it and then they eat it.
Oh, eat the gold nugget. Oh,
I've seen that happen.
oh man. Kayla saying only in Ohio. I'll do it and own it, but with a tissue, Darkness says.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
You gotta cover it with a tissue. People think they are invisible. They do think they're invisible.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like when you're crying in your car. Like, you think every car is going to be focused on you, and you're like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
All right, here's another one. So that one there, what was the percentage on that one? Getting caught picking one's nose was 95% of Americans find that to be quite awkward. I see. Who would it
Just
be
flick it
more,
at somebody. If they see you, just like,
who would that
Just
be
farm-
more awkward for though? Would that be more awkward for the person that's knuckle deep in their freaking nostrils, or for the person that's watching them go knuckle deep in their nostril?
I'd just be over there with my phone fucking recording. I'm like,
right?
this is going on TikTok.
I mean, but seriously though, who would that be more awkward for? For the person picking? Because obviously if they're picking, they don't care. So would it be more awkward for the person that's sitting there watching, like you stare over, say you're in a restaurant, dude, you're at a Burger King, McDonald's, you're smashing your burger and you look over the seat next to you and you see this person going knuckle deep in their fucking nose. And then they're they're eating it as like a dessert. And they're like, ah.
Yeah,
Hard eye contact.
Yeah, hard eye contact. Like
make hard eye contact.
they're over
That's
there.
what you do. You make hard eye contact and then you lick your lips at them like that.
Yeah.
as they're over there knuckle deep, they pull it out of their nose like. Oh man! As you're trying to take a bite of
Don't
that,
ever do that.
Yeah, don't.
Don't ever fucking do that again, dude.
was that awkward, gentlemen?
Yes, just a little bit.
Yes, entertainment purposes only. Moving on to this next one here. We're going to stick with the restrooms for a minute. We are just talking about picking boogers out of your nose. How about walking in on someone in the restroom?
Oh, I've done that, dude. Dude, oh my God. So at the last warehouse I worked in, there was a bathroom in the warehouse. It was a single person bathroom on each side. There's a fucking lock on these doors. I can't tell you how many times I walked in and there's no stall. It's just an open bathroom. I open the door and there's just someone in there taking a shit. And they're like, oh!
Just like that, they go, oh! Yeah.
Dude, I was literally looking at him. I'd be like, hey, can you hand me some toilet tissue?
Why would they not have a stall, though? I mean, even
It's
in the barracks,
it's just an open bathroom. It's a one-person bathroom.
Oh, it's a one person. They just forgot to lock the damn door.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking phenomenal. And lock your door. Pinch it fast, Darkness says. Right? The Blake says lock the damn door.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, typically,
It's weird that they don't lock the door. It's almost like they want to get walked in on.
Right? Well, I can tell
Or
you. Go ahead.
Or he was prairie dogging it really bad and didn't have time to lock that door.
There's always time to lock the door.
I don't know, though. If that snake is playing peekaboo at your bumhole and you need to go, you just got to run and drop. I mean, I kind of get that. Especially say you eat a Taco Bell and that shit's coming. You got a fucking full-size volcano ready to a fucking erupt, man. You ain't got time to lock that door because that snake's already playing peekaboo and it's already touching sides. You're like, oh, shit, no, I got to get. Lava's flowing. You got to go for Zach. Are you all right over there, Zach?
I said playing peekaboo with
I'm just saying, man. You got this little things like playing peekaboo out here. It's gonna, you got to run, man.
You do got to run. If you got to run, you got to run.
I'm just saying. I mean, I've had those moments where I'm sitting there, you know, especially if you're sitting there, you go, oh, your stomach growls, right? You feel that big old growl in your stomach. You just feel that shit churning, man. You're like, oh man, there's someone grinding those gears in your stomach. And then suddenly your stomach goes, "Argh," and you're like, oh fuck. Whack. You are playing whack-a-mole, man. And then you're pinching a loaf, right? You're standing up, you're trying to go to the bathroom. You're pinching those cheeks, man. You're walking, going, oh shit. Oh, you fucking go. and then you're trying to run with a pinched loaf in your pants, man. You just, oh man, it's horrible.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, man, it's horrible.
Great. I'm so glad I said it.
Mark likes the poopy jokes.
Fucking right, man. Listen, I've had my gallbladder taken out. I can tell you all about if I fucking have to shit in an emergency, okay? But oh fuck. The wife's like, all right, we get it.
What's the percentage on that one?
Walking out someone in the restroom, 96%. 96%.
Seems about right. Seems right.
All right, let's see. Having to decline an invitation in person.
That's not awkward.
All the time.
I don't find it awkward.
I don't want to go. I'm just going to fucking straight up tell you, no, I don't want to go.
Right? Darkness asking how many are on the toilet now. Right?
Yeah, right.
Thank you for the, what is that thing? Sweet one.
Oh, nice. Let's see here. I'm trying to look through them right now. All right. Here's one. I think this one goes more for people who might be the ones that are always out like, look at me, snap, snap. But being seen retaking, not just taking, but retaking a selfie multiple times.
No, I've done that.
Do you find it awkward that you have to retake that selfie, though?
No, I feel like it's more awkward for the people because fuck, I go out on like walking around sometimes on live in public and people will see me just talking to my phone like this. So it's not awkward.
Right. Well, I can tell you that you're part of a small percentage that don't find that awkward. The numbers are actually pretty fucking high on this. And let me get my good old buzzer here because We're going to go through right now. We're going to play a game. Folks, I got my buzzer ready. We're going to ask Zach, and then we're going to go to Gary. If you get it within 5%, I will not ring the buzzer. If you get it out of the 5% range, you will get buzzed. Zach, what is the percentage of people that find it awkward for retaking a selfie multiple times?
85.
Gary.
92.
Official Smalls.
76%.
Holy shit.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Right on the money, dude. 76%. 76% of the people find that to be awkward. Crazy. All right, we're gonna move on here. I keep laughing. I look over the wife's thing. She's like, "Okay, we get it." She's talking about the whole when I was up talking the snake playing peekaboo with bum hole thing. All right, let's see.
Hey, let's not talk about snakes on a plane, okay? Like that movie scares the heck out of me. Just saying.
Snakes on a plane? I've never seen that movie, actually. Never seen that one.
Well, we know you won't watch it twice.
Nope, I won't watch it twice. I'll have to watch it at least once. You're still stuck on that. I won't watch a movie more than once, huh?
Yep.
There's no reason to watch a movie more than once, Gary.
We're not getting into this right now, dude.
Okay, good. Let's keep moving.
Shoot your hands, Smalls. You cheated.
I wish I could.
All right, let's see. Having voice crack in public speaking. I've never had. I don't think I've ever had it.
I never had that happen.
Never had that. So I guess maybe we cannot answer on this. Anybody in the chat answer on this? How many of y'all have found it awkward that your voice has cracked in public speaking?
I've had my throat get really dry because I was in Toastmasters for like 2.5 or 3 years, and we gave speeches every week. And like I've had like where you need water and it's hard to like talk. It can be pretty embarrassing when you're trying to push through when you have like 30 people watching you.
Gotcha. Darkness says she thinks you have to be about 16 in order for that one. Kayla says she's done it, but she hasn't felt ashamed. All right. Well, I can tell you 87% of people think that. Now, I am 100% guilty of this, and I don't feel awkward doing it at all. Sometimes I feel bad, but I do not feel awkward accidentally interrupting somebody.
Oh, I do it all the fucking time.
I'm fucking
horrible.
guilty.
I do it all the time. And I don't shit.
Right? Everybody's like, I'm guilty. I do that for fun. I'd say.
I like it.
Right? What do you think the percentage of other people find it awkward?
I don't know.
50? Gary's, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, 50%. I don't know.
The wife says it's annoying as fuck. 80% of the people find it. 80% of the people find it awkward.
I guess if somebody keeps doing it over and over and over again, it might start getting awkward, but I don't know.
All right, here's a good one. This one will probably fit more in a Zach category, too. I see you down here, Drippy, over in TikTok. How are you? All right, we're going to go to this next one here. Finding out someone was behind you when you were bad-mouthing them. So as you're sitting here talking shit about someone to somebody else, and that person you're talking shit about is directly behind you.
I usually say it's people's faces, but there is a moment they got caught on camera one time when I was doing that. It's on my Facebook page, but it was I forget what the tour was that I was on, but we were all outside. We were all sick of this fucking band. The fuck were they called? I forget what the fucking name was of this band that we were talking shit about, but they always straightened their hair. They wore makeup. They wore all black, fucking black boots. And I was out there fucking, they're called the Paramedic. That's what they're called. And I'm out there fucking talking shit. Like, I can't do anything until I put my makeup on right now. I'm like, right after I said that, ooh, thank you for the mermaid. Right after I said that, the fucking guitarist of the band walks outside and walks right past us. And I'm just like,
oops, did I say that out loud? Oh, shit. Then my wife says, nope, I'll say it directly to them so I don't have to worry about it. Gary's like, have you ever talked behind somebody's back, Gary?
Yeah. I was talking shit about the owner of the company I worked for back in the day. And I was on a nice little tirade for a couple of minutes of talking shit, and then he just popped up around the corner, and I was just like, oh fuck, I bet like I've been talking pretty loud for a hot minute now. I'm sure he heard at least some of that. But you don't usually talk shit to the owner of the company you work for's face, because
You're trying to keep the job.
probably wouldn't be there for very long, you know?
Right.
But yeah. That was a long time ago. That was in like my mid-20s. That
All
was
right.
fun. Yeah.
Kaylin over TikTok says, I'm really bad about speaking my mind in general, so I would just say it without a care of who hears. All right. Yeah, I mean, talking shit about your boss, and your boss end up coming around the corner, that could be very bad too.
He just looked at me. He just looked at me as he walked by. Never said anything about it, but I'm pretty confident he heard me.
You should come up to and say, remember that one time when I was talking shit about you? Do you remember what I was saying? I'm trying to
This
read.
was in Torrance, so I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, this is
This is a long time ago. Yes, this is like 15
so they're
years
saying
ago.
it's a current job.
No.
No.
I like the people I work for now. I hate the industry, but I like the owners.
All right. Let's see. My wife says one day at band camp. The wife just said she's put at band camp. All right, let's see here. Forgetting. Well, none of you guys. You're all. Well, actually, Zach, you're not taken, so maybe this one will go for you.
What is it?
Forgetting your wallet on a date.
Nope, never.
Never.
Even if I do, I have Apple Pay, so it's my cards on my phone.
Right? I mean, that is. Yeah, because you just said remember that one time. Oh, because she said at band camp, so I said remember that one time.
Yeah, that one time at band camp.
Band camp, yep. What about you, Gary? Forgetting your wallet on a date or forgetting your wallet when going grocery shop. What does that grocery shop?
I've forgotten my shit grocery shopping, but it was in my car, so I just had to like be that asshole that makes everyone wait for 5 minutes while I try to find where I parked and get my shit.
So you were that guy. Did they like take care of other people that were behind you meanwhile and just brought back up your order once you got back? Or did you
They already rang up all my stuff. It was already like getting bagged. I just had to run out and grab it. I wasn't too long. It wasn't, but I did forget it and I felt pretty dumb.
Yeah, well, you're that asshole.
Yeah,
That
for sure.
totally. Ties them all up. Well,
yeah, I hate
they
those people. I get pissed off at those people.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you were
it's
like that
that person.
90-year-old man that sits there and tries to talk about his whole life to the cashier. Everybody's checking out too.
No,
No.
I'm in and out. I don't want to waste anyone's time there.
Darkness says I left us $700 on a nightstand once and I never saw that again. Ouch. Yeah,
I mean, that's how you got to pay for things sometimes, you know?
don't leave the cash laying out. All right, this one I'm guilty of. I never feel ashamed for it. I kind of chuckle it, even the way my phone rings. Your phone ringing loudly in a quiet environment like a theater or library, movie, or shopping.
I always have my phone on vibrate.
You always have your phone vibrate? Gary?
Phone's on vibrate 95% of the time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Smalls?
I don't feel bad at all. Mine actually has a flash and it's louder, as loud as possible. And if it goes off in a quiet environment, it goes off. So.
All right, same here. That's what I think. And everybody else down here vibrate. Really? All right, let me show y'all. The wife made sure that when school started, when we were at our open house school, she did make sure I put my phone on vibrate at that time because she did not want this ringtone here being heard inside the school. What's that?
So we've already fucking heard your ringtone.
Have we heard this one?
Yes.
Hi, you've reached Mark with AZ.
Oh, my phone didn't even ring. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Never mind. We were just about ready to hear my legit business voicemail. Never mind. It doesn't work anyways. I didn't know. Did I play my ringtone once already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Fine then. Whatever. All right. How about witnessing public displays of affection in public?
Wait, what? We'll say that again.
Oh,
Witnessing displays.
I duplicated the words. Witnessing public displays of affection. So you're out walking around, say you're with your wife or whatever, and you look over on the bridge and there's just two going to town lip smacking. Do you feel awkward about it?
I usually kind of chuckle.
Right.
I find it's like, really, you can't, like, you're so in love that you have to like tongue wrestle right now. It's kind of interesting.
Darkness saying no, no, no. Fish Small says, so what? Caitlin says, makes me feel uncomfortable, not even going to lie. What about you, Zach?
I don't give a fuck. If they want to fuck out in public, that's their own problem.
Oh, damn. Well, we're talking about kissing. You're like straight. Fuck. We're just talking. You know, we're talking about them just going to town, fucking tongue tying shit. And you're over here talking about fucking. That's a whole nother awkward level right there. I mean,
that might be awkward. I don't know. You know,
it can turn right into it, bro.
Right. I mean, that you just went straight to the awkward point there. Zach. Now let's put that in the picture for a minute. You
that escalated quickly,
right? Walking down the street with your wife, your girl, your date, and all of a sudden you swap the corner and there's somebody planted up along the wall getting rammed. I mean, that would make you feel freaking uncomfortable.
I'd be like, good for you.
No, you'd probably be grabbing your camera, putting that shit on porn. I almost got us bananaed on TikTok. PH. Oh, man. All right, moving on to the next one.
I would just be awkward towards them, like, hey, can I join?
Got room in there for one more.
Right.
I'll try to make it uncomfortable for everybody.
My wife says it depends on how raunchy it is. Well, tongue tying, I guess, is not too bad. But going to the level that Zach said, full bowl boning, that's another story. I think that would fit the uncomfortable, awkward moment. I guess that would fit the awkward moment. That would be like, come on, kids, Daddy's gonna cover your eyes. We're gonna walk past here. Don't ignore that moaning. Let's go. Type of no, that'd be bad.
I've actually seen it happen when I was on Warped Tour one summer. We caught someone doing it in a porta potty.
All right. Well, I mean, that's a concert though, right? You kind of expect that stuff at a concert.
It was an all-day summer music festival. It's hot as fuck. That porta potty's been baking in the sun all day.
Not attractive
situation.
It was a shitty situation, yeah.
Wife goes, oh, that's gross.
No, and it was really funny because I forget what security guard it was, but we all went and got duct tape and duct taped around the door so they couldn't get out.
Oh, dear.
appropriate.
Right? I mean, it's appropriate for the moment. All right. So now that we talked about people love making in public, how about the awkwardness of overhearing a couple arguing in public?
Oh, no, I'm all for it. I love that shit. It's
You
funny.
love the comment. So are you the type of person, Zach, if you hear him arguing, you're like, shh, hold on. I got to listen. You kind of just get that ear a little bit closer and say, what are they arguing about?
Yeah, I listen in.
And then do you post it on Facebook and your neighborhood watch? Oh my God, you ain't gonna believe this. Karen's over here arguing with Jody. It's horrible.
Binoculars, yeah.
Binoculars. Go over there with a vacuum. Excuse me, I just gotta vacuum this mess up over here.
Yeah, I think the fights are kind of fun to listen in on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so fights are not awkward. We got to tune in more and listen to the fights more. Okay, well, 86% of the Americans think that overhearing a couple arguing is awkward.
I would have to agree.
You agree that's awkward?
It is.
All right, officials also agreeing with him.
Well, it also depends on what the argument's about. You know, like if it's
something silly, right?
Yeah.
People that have been in relationships for a while have some pretty ridiculous arguments.
Dude, we argue about ordering out, where to order out sometimes for dinner. That's like a big argument. Where the fuck? It takes forever to figure out where the hell you're going to order out from.
Like if it's a girl that just caught her dude in the car with another girl or another dude at that, and they're fucking fighting about it. Oh, that's when I'm like, we need to make popcorn. Let's go.
My wife just says, "Yeah, we argue in public all the time." We do, but we do it quietly though. Like our arguments are like silent arguments. They're funny. Man. We're the silent arguers, man. We don't really yell. Looking down the comments like, oh, Debbie, you did what and where? Oh, right. All right, here's another one. 91% of the people find this awkward. Finding out you've been walking around with toilet paper stuck on your shoe.
That surprisingly never happened to me.
I said, it's never happened to me neither. How about toilet paper hanging out the ass of your pants?
Nope.
How?
You've never seen it? I've never had it happen, but I've seen it.
I've never seen it, and I've never had it happen.
Where their toilet paper was still hanging out the back end of their pants. They obviously wiped somehow, left toilet paper. Like, I don't know.
Are you thinking about the toilet seat cover still on their, like, stuck on their pants?
No, like toilet paper. Toilet paper.
Oh,
They stand up and they
don't
look
know
like
how.
a freaking tail with toilet paper.
Well, they forget to fucking, after they wipe their ass, throw it in the toilet? Like, how's this work?
I don't know, but I've seen it. that you do find awkward. Now, when you find a situation like that, do you approach the person and say, "Hey, man," or "Hey, ma'am, you got toilet paper hanging out your ass," or do you kind of just ignore it and let it be and just kind of watch them walk by and go, "Oh shit, who's gonna tell?"
Well, if I know the person, I would tell them. But if I didn't know them, I'm like, fuck that, they're on their own. Like,
You're letting them have that tail of toilet paper going through. Okay. What about you, Gary? Would you tell them?
I don't know, dude. I've never seen it. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I think Zach's answer is pretty on point. If you know them, you tell them. Otherwise, you just kind of laugh, sit back and laugh.
Just let it wag.
I mean, I've never seen it happen. So it's still like, to me, it's like one of those things that happens only in movies. Like no real life scenario.
I get started on movies. You know, Mark doesn't watch it more than once. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. Good point.
So my wife says, the Smalls, we're coming to you next. My wife just said, yeah, they could have used toilet paper to cover the seat though, if there was no cover. And she goes, I would tell them. What about you, Smalls? Would you tell the person that they have toilet paper wagging out of their ass as they're walking down the street, or would you just watch them?
So I have seen this a couple of times.
Damn.
I have nonchalantly just walked up to, whoever it was and was like, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but you got some toilet paper hanging out your pants,
Yeah. See, darkness is right. Like, how would you not feel toilet paper hanging out your ass?
I don't know, man. That is weird, right? How do you not feel it? I mean, unless somehow, like my wife said, they used toilet paper to cover it up for the toilet seat.
How do you not feel it?
Maybe it got caught between the pants and the underwear. So the toilet paper is kind of caught between the pants and the underwear. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to help them justify, but there's probably no way of justifying
We're not used to wedgies, man. Girls wear thongs. They're used to it. We wouldn't fucking no. We would realize it. All right. Girls are used to things in their ass.
Zach went there, ladies and gentlemen. Zach went there. All right, let's see. Oh man. How about here we go. We're gonna move on to another subject after Zach's comment there. Zach's talking about feeling things in the ass. We talked about a snake playing peekaboo out of the bum hole. So let's move on about being in a room where everyone else speaks a different language. 85% of Americans find this to be awkward.
Why would that be awkward?
I mean, maybe because you can't relate, can't understand, can't carry a conversation with a person, so you might feel on the out of that room. So you might just
like when girls go get their nails done and all the ladies are talking Chinese, but they can actually talk English, and they think they're talking shit about them.
Oh man, that'd be horrible.
Like, oh, this bitch's hand is nasty as hell. You think she's making a, like, all conversation, like all fun talk with them, and she's actually talking shit about your hands and feet?
Right? Yeah, I guess that would be an awkward thing. My wife says, listen up, public restroom toilet paper is thin as crap. It is, man. That's one thing I will agree. They do got them thin ass. We're back on the ass conversation. No, we're moving off the ass conversation.
You're the only one getting on the ass.
We've been talking about a lot of ass lately. We need to move forward here.
Yeah, Mark, what are you trying to tell us?
Oh, man. Let's see. All right. Getting a surprise visit at home when it's messy. Meaning you have not cleaned your house. Your house is a complete disarray. And you have guests unexpectedly show up saying, hey, we're here.
My house is always fucking clean. The only messy part of my house is my daughter's room. and I make her clean that shit when she's here. So.
Gary?
Depends on who it is, really. If it's like a long-term friend, I don't give a shit. If it's somebody like a parent or somebody, that you'd like to present yourself better to, then that would be kind of a bummer. But I think it's happened.
All right, McFiddle over on TikTok says, that's a no-go. If you surprise visit, I ain't answering the door. See, for us, it'd be kind of hard to do, right? Unless they came to our front door, we can hide a little bit because they won't see us because the front door is covered. And we got a ring doorbell. We can kind of see who that is. They come to the back door, even though we got a ring doorbell. If I'm in my studio, I'm fucked because I ain't got a curtain on this door over here yet. So I look right at them. They can look at me and be like, ah, shit, I see you. You see me. I kind of have to answer my door now. I can't avoid and be like, eh. Although I will say, what was it? 3 weeks ago, I was running toxic boxes because Zach, you were in that night. My son had some friends come over and knock on the door looking for him. I didn't hear him at all. They were knocking on the door. My son comes and goes, my friends have been at the door. I'm like, really? I check my camera, and one of them walks away. You can hear him on the ring camera. Goes, Mark's dad is streaming. It was just hilarious. Like, oops.
Funny.
The wife says it's loaded. It's not for show. Huh?
Don't make fiddle if you're cooking. I'm not coming to your house anyway.
It's loaded. It's not for show. Oh, she says it's lived in, not for show. That is true. The house is lived in and not for show.
Yeah, and that makes sense. It's not a show house, right?
Right.
You don't have a fucking maid. Like you're busy being a dad running a business. So.
All right, let's see here. I'm going through these comments over on TikTok. I'll non and weave under Windows. I'll bob and weave. My doormat doesn't say go away for nothing. And what was that? And it isn't because of a mess, just because rude. I have 3 kids. My house won't be spotless, but I try. So, oh man, when you got kids, it's really hard to keep your house clean. It's really hard. Those little shits until they're teenagers. But then again, no, it's still really hard to keep your house clean. I don't know what's worse, teenagers or the younger kids.
Teenagers probably.
Oh, you're going to be there soon, Zach. Don't worry. You're going to be there soon. Zach, here we go. Here's a good one. Awkward moment for dads with teenage girls. They finally bring over their first boyfriend.
Oh, I'm fucking making that kid feel uncomfortable as shit.
And he's got piercings in his nose, his eyebrows, and his ears. He walks in, looks at you, and goes, what's up, bro?
I'll be like, the front door is behind you, bitch. Bye.
Okay, so that's the scenario, that one. Next boyfriend walks in for you, Zach. Wearing baggy pants, halfway down his ass. Walks in, looks at you, and goes, what's hanging my...
I'll pull him to the side so only he and I can hear the conversation. And I will straight up say, see that little girl? Oh, a little girl, man. If you have any thoughts of hugging or kissing, just remember these exact words. I have no problem going back to prison. And I'll also tell him it'll be a shame if your mama has to feed you through a straw for the rest of your life.
Gary, how about you? If you get a daughter, how would you react? Take me to church, Darkness says.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Because I was that shithead kid.
Oh, my daughter's going to hate me, bro.
What about you, Smalls?
So, as you know, Mark, I have mainly teenage kids, except my youngest. And unfortunately, my daughter has yet to bring a boy home.
She's hiding him from you. She got a boyfriend?
No, actually, she's keeping her head in the books.
So now, official Smalls, as my teenagers I've done before in the past, because of the type of dad that I am, they have hid relationships from me, so dad cannot embarrass them. Are you sure she's not hiding a relationship from you?
Nope. She actually talks very openly. She
hey, I have a crush on this, on this boy or this boy, and I'm like, oh, really? Do you? No, but
Guys, just know I really haven't been to prison. That's just what I would say.
All right. See, my kids are done because I'm not father when friends come over. I'm like, oh, have you guys tried my hot sauce collection yet? Oh, you got to try this one. You want to try some?
Give them the most hottest one.
Fucking right, I do. So they stop bringing their friends around.
Or just buy a bunch of one chip challenges, put them in a full bag of like tortilla chip bag, and then just, like
let them go hang out and say, hey, you guys want some chips? Have a snack. Here, go up to your room, go play. Have that camera ready to record. Just listen to them fucking scream. Oh, man, that's awful. Oh, that's so good, but that's so awful.
Wouldn't it be expensive? Aren't those chips expensive?
Oh, you break it up, dude. They only need one little piece to come across while they're eating it, and they're gonna be crying.
Did I ever show you what my refrigerator looks like now?
Yeah, we saw that big ass dent in it.
There's fucking like 6 of them.
Oh man, so this one we asked this question before when I was doing toxic boxes last week. Yeah. So we're gonna go with this one here. Accidentally liking an old photo while stalking someone's social media. Official Smalls, you got some road. There we go.
And then you go ahead and you try to unlike it real fast, but the deed's already been done.
The deed's already been done, so they already got that notification that you liked their profile picture or whatever. Have you ever done that, Gary? Stalk someone's Facebook or whatever and accidentally hit the like button?
No, I've stalked some Facebook profiles, but I've been pretty fortunate on not accidentally liking.
Okay.
See, that's the bad thing about Instagram because you swipe up, like you accidentally heart the fucking picture. You're like, fuck.
Joy says, no, I don't care enough to look. Pretty Boy says he has. Blake says he's done it. All right, so a lot of people out there have stalked Facebook profiles and hit the love button. All right, gotcha. Let's see.
Most Facebook profiles these days are private, though, so you can't even see shit on them.
Right.
All right, so how many people have done this? When you go out to eat, the waitress brings you your food. She tells you, enjoy your meal, and you respond with, you too.
Me, all the fucking time, bro. All the fucking time.
So you're that one that waitress, enjoy your meal. You're like, oh, you too.
Yeah, all the fucking time, bro.
How awkward do you feel on a level 1 to 100 after you said it? How awkward does that make you feel?
I just feel stupid. I don't even feel awkward. I just feel like a dumbass. Like I really just told her too. She's not even eating anything.
About you, Gary?
Not the waitress one, but it's been like, hey man, what's up? Like, oh, good, you too? Like, it's like that wasn't the answer to the question that you just said, right? Like,
or you go to a bar and you get a beer and like enjoy, and they're like, you too.
Yeah, it's like such an automatic response.
Well, look at me. I'm from Maine, right? So we have a different way of talking than most any other fucking state out there. When I moved to California the first time, Gary's already lived out there for about a fucking year. And supposedly, I never knew it was a tradition. When people said, what's up? I guess you're supposed to say, what's up back? But apparently, when I first started saying what's up to me, I'm like, oh, not much. How about you? These motherfuckers, Gary and all his friends used to laugh at me for responding that way. Supposedly, I guess, yeah, when someone says what's up to you, I never knew you're supposed to say, what's up? How is that a conversation, though? What's up? What's up? Like, come on, Gary. Explain.
That's a hello. That's a hello. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Zach's over there shaking. Says, like, someone says what's up to you, Zach. Are you saying what's up back? Or are you going, oh, man, not much. How about you?
Like, not much. What's up? Or not much. How are you? I won't say what's up.
Even when you say soda. Yeah, pretty boy. We call it soda here. In other states, they call it pop.
I call it
soda. Smalls is responding with pop. What about you, Gary? Is it pop, soda? Soda. Yeah, right. Or soda. There's some people that too, they'll say soda. Can I get a soda? Yeah, soda.
Soda?
Yeah, soda. Never heard someone call it soda? Joy's saying soda pop.
Ooh, Joyce goes for both of them.
Right? She goes for the soda and the pop. Some people call everything Coke.
Oh, someone's done that before and it pissed me off. It fucking pissed me off so bad. Oh.
So what
This
they
girl
do? Go for it. Tell us the
She had
story,
an
Zach.
orange Fanta, and she's like, "Oh, I'm drinking some Coke." I'm like, "That's not fucking Coke." I was like, "A Coke is a Coke. A Pepsi is a Pepsi. That is an orange Fanta."
Yeah, they are two different colors, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to tell the difference of that. I was about to say it's a Coke no
Oh
matter
my God,
what.
Christina, we were no.
Well, you know,
Christina, we're no longer friends. Because of that.
well, you know, it's funny. You know, Coca-Cola is made with Coke leaves.
What?
Coca-Cola is made with Coke leaves. That is a fun
Okay,
fact.
So what are Coke leaves?
Huh?
What are Coke leaves?
Oh, what?
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola is really made from that.
Coca.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go grab me a Coke. Then.
You don't get it anymore because obviously the drug effect from it has been removed. But yes, right, Joyce. Oh, Zach, shake my head.
They need to put the cocaine back in the Coke.
Right? Yeah. It used to have the legitimate drug in it back in the day, but now it is still made with a leaf.
It doesn't work like that anymore, bro.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's gonna burn a lot more as a soda. Let me tell you.
Right? I mean, you could try huffing the carbonated, good old caffeinated stuff, Zach. I'm not sure how well that'd work up the nostrils, but I mean, you might be able to breathe pretty well afterwards. I bet you that clean the sinuses right out.
Did you ever see that video of the dudes that they do YouTube videos, but they got pulled over by the cops, or they're sitting in front of a beach and
yes,
one dude's freaking out. I said, "I can't do this anymore. We have a bunch of Coke in the back."
I have seen that rail.
They pull them all out of the car, and the girl goes to the back and opens it, and there's a blanket. She lifts the blanket up. There's just a bunch of Coca-Cola cans.
That was fucking. They had multiple cops there too. Like they were in knee deep shit, dude, until they realized, and then they were pissed off. Like guys couldn't tell us it was fucking soda.
Yeah.
No, man, you guys just made straight up content for us. It's gonna blow up for 1 million views on YouTube. Of course, we're just gonna keep saying it's Coke, it's Coke, it's Coke.
The dude's like, "I didn't even know you couldn't sell it like that."
Right? Alyssa, it's definitely been a while. Hope things are well with you as well. We are doing a live podcast recording right now. Let's see. Being asked to repeat. All right, let's see. Being someone. All right, here's one for y'all. Zach, I'm sure by the way our conversation's going, this one's been you. Seeing someone wave, thinking it was at you, and waving back, but it wasn't for you.
Yeah, I've done that.
That one right there, 87% of Americans find that to be an awkward moment. 87% of Americans find that to be awkward.
Like someone behind you and they're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Oh, hey, do I know you?" And they pass you and they're like, "Hey, how have you been?" And you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Right? Yes, I have done that before. You hear someone talk or whatever, and you're like, "What? Oh shit, they're not talking to me."
Mm-hmm.
Or you try to join in a conversation because you think they're talking to you, and you start joining in. You say a full blown sentence. You're like, "Oh fuck, wait a minute, that ain't for me."
Right.
So, oh damn, so Gary, you just got like a heart on your head, man.
You're getting hard shot.
My boss has a customer named Gary, and he's always on his cell phone with his the earbuds in. And he was like, "Oh, dude, Gary," and he's like, "We talk real casual with our customers," and he's like saying some shit, and then I'm like, "Oh, what? That's crazy!" And then he just looks over at me, and he's just like, and I'm like, "Ah, fucking A, dude." Like,
that's fucking. That'd be horrible.
yeah.
Oh man. Really, the woman was washing the window instead of waving, right? Oh, wait a minute, Kaylin, you're saying you had my aunt's store was hold on. I got to go back to Kaylin's. My aunt's store was across from another, and she kept waving at someone across the road, but she was washing the window instead of waving. Oh man, that's horrible. But they didn't see the rag in her hand while she's washing the window.
Right? Like, how can you not see that?
How do you not see the rag or the squeegee?
You don't wave like this. Like,
I mean, unless you're Mr. Miyagi.
That's true.
Unless you're Mr. Miyagi, that guy can. I don't know. That guy is awesome.
Wax on, wax off.
Yes. All right, let's see here. How about joining a video call and not realizing your camera is on? I say I've never had that issue.
I've never had to do a video call, so.
I've done it numerous times.
And
it sucks.
It does suck. Have you had a moment where you may have not been properly clothed when you had that camera on?
Yes.
Oh, you poor bastard. So that one right there, though, that one's 92% of Americans will find that a very awkward moment. Trying to find some good ones here. All right, these ones are in bold for some reason. Let's see. All right, here's one for y'all. Finding out you've had food on your face after a long conversation.
Hate that shit, dude.
Especially the beard, Mark.
You get the hair stuck in there. Yeah.
It's like worse when you have some shit in your teeth and you're laughing and you're having a good old time, or you got a boogie and like your friends don't tell you, and then you get back in your car or some shit and you're like, what? This thing's fucking been there for a minute, you know?
All right, McFiddle says clothes inside out and didn't realize it. Oh dear God. Pew, what's going on? Happy birthday to you, Pew.
Oh, McFiddle, I got one better than that. My supervisor came to work one day and he was wearing 2 different colored shoes and didn't notice it until midday because I finally told him about it.
Nice.
I mean, I guess that ain't bad as long as they're on the right feet.
Oh, they're on the right feet, but they're 2 different shoes.
Hey, whatever, man. As long as they're on the right feet, that's good. I forgot I was just in. Oh, God. Oh, wait. I forgot I was just in something. And the shirt was inside out, McFiddle. Yeah, that would be awkward. I've had it where I've like eaten a bagel and had cream cheese stuck on my face, and the wife would point at me like, dear, you got cream cheese on your face. That's the worst. I don't know where Zach went.
Right here, Pookie.
Oh, gotcha. All right, here we go. Accidentally spilling a drink on someone.
Oh, I've done that. I spilled a whole ass beer at someone.
Yeah.
Zach, your audio just went really low.
Oh, can you hear me now?
We can barely hear you.
Yeah, you're super low.
I wish I was super high.
There you go, Zach.
There you go.
Sure you do. I'm sure you do, Zach.
I said I accidentally spilled a whole ass beer on someone at an event I went to one time.
That would be horrible. Spilling a beer. That just smells, man.
A little excited, okay?
For sure.
Spilling a beer on somebody, that's just horrible, man.
Dude, and the thing is, I didn't do it once, but I did it twice to the same person the same night.
Wow. I hope you bought their drinks. For the rest of the
talent.
night. Right?
That's talent.
But I hope you bought their drinks for the rest of the night.
Oh, fuck no. They're like $10 beers. I bought them a beer, but that was it.
But you spilt it on them twice in a row.
Well, the first one wasn't my fault. The first one was my buddy's fault. Because his elbow fucking hit my arm, and my arm went up with the beer in my hand. And it
But
okay. That's kind of acceptable.
No, I wouldn't say it's acceptable, though.
Well, I mean, at least it's not Zach's fault.
It is his fault, though. That means he didn't hold that beer sturdy.
No, the second
You're
one was
ridiculous. No, you're an idiot.
He's at fault.
No, dude. Fuck
Yeah.
you. You're wrong.
No, fuck you.
The second one was my fault, which is why I bought them a beer. The first one wasn't my fault, and I even told the person like, "That's them. They just hit my fucking arm."
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna.
You're not sitting there like all rigid, holding that beer. Just fucking brace yourself. If you're sitting there and someone bumps your shit, you're like, oh.
Exactly, Christina.
Nah.
Zach fumbled. It is Zach's fault, even with the first beer. You fumbled, Zach.
Definitely not.
You still had.
I got your back, Zach. You didn't fuck up.
Zach, you had alcohol.
Second one you did. Second one's on you. First one,
second one's on me.
you get
Which
them
is
all
why I
again.
bought them a beer.
The first one was on you as well. You should have bought the beer then.
How's it my? It's not my fault. My buddy hit my fucking arm.
Definitely not.
You were in arm range of being contacted with, so therefore it is still your fault. You were
Mark,
within
you
that
don't
range.
watch movies twice in a row. Fuck you.
Yeah. Opinion on this is negated, Mark.
Listen, there's nothing wrong about not watching movies more than once. Once you watch a movie once, it's done with. You already watched it. There's no reason to watch that movie again.
I'm telling you right now, I watched Joker last night. I'll watch it again.
That's sad.
Why do you think people buy movies to own DVDs so they can watch them again?
No, it's a collection.
Oh my god! Next fucking subject.
Kalen, I watched many good movies, but my theory is this, Kalen.
His theory is wrong.
My theory is not wrong. So
hey, hold on, Mark. Before you go on, Kalen, he will listen to the same song over and over again. But
that's
he won't
different.
Oh my god! It's
Same.
It is not
exact
the same.
principle.
It is not. It is not. Me and my wife always, dude, you are right. No, listen. After you watch a movie, you've seen it. You've seen everything that happens in it. You know the beginning, the middle, and the end. There is no reason to watch that freaking movie again.
Why do people watch stuff like Home Alone every Christmas? Because it becomes a tradition, because it's great, and people just do that.
But there's more Christmas movies that come out every year. Just watch that next new Christmas movie and call it good.
There's definitely not Christmas movies that come out every year, and none of them are classic.
Yeah, you know what my favorite Christmas movie is to watch every year? Christmas Vacation.
Oh, dude, right?
What is it?
Christmas Vacation.
What's that about?
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
I've never seen Christmas Vacation.
Zach, now he's...
I go. Christina on TikTok says, I somewhat agree, but there are certain movies that can watch over and over and over. There that go. My wife says, no, you don't, because people like to talk during it, so you miss pieces. No, you still be able to watch it.
No.
You're fired now. What are you guys talking about? What is this movie? Maybe I have seen it, and I just don't. I'm not putting the title together.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes, National Lampoon. Okay, why didn't you say National Lampoon's at first?
It's Christmas Vacation. Everyone should just fucking automatically know what that is.
No, you have to add National Lampoon's to it because otherwise it don't make sense.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I have seen
Mark,
it.
for a guy who can't watch a movie more than once, you're wrong.
No.
Dude, there's no other movie called Christmas Vacation.
How do you know?
Google it.
Google it. All right, hold on. Here we go. We are way off subject, but I don't care anymore. Let's go here. Let me go over here. No, I'm not going to change the subject. All right, Christmas Vacation. All right, hold on 1 second. Christmas Vacation movie. Let me just pull it in. Christmas Vacation movie. We're going to Google it right now.
So what pops up? What's the first thing that pops up, Mark? Because I'm Googling it too right now.
First thing that pops up. Hold on. We're going to actually, hold on. I'm going to.
National Lampoon's.
Gary, will you just.
Christmas.
Gary, if you just shut up for a minute.
Christmas Vacation.
Gary, shut up for a minute. I've got some titles
More
up
than
here.
once.
Gary fucking Green, mother trucker. Shut up. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, yes, is number one. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2 is number 2. But the dog who saved Christmas Vacation. You could have been talking about the dog who saved Christmas.
That's nope.
Christmas Vacation ends and Christmas Vacation, Zach.
Hey, if I wanted to watch that fucking movie, I would say, hey, have you watched The Dog That Saved Christmas Vacation? No, I said Christmas Vacation.
But now it ends with Christmas Vacation, so you have to be more specific. There's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. There's the dog who saved. No, there's different titles. I'm just saying. Hold on. Dungeons and Dragons Christmas Vacation.
Mark, Jesus Christ.
He's stretching. He's trying so hard right now, Zach. He's trying.
I'm not trying nothing. I'm just saying, be more specific.
Mark, I'm about to go add some more knuckle marks in my refrigerator.
Shit.
Yeah, see, Karma's a bitch.
I just kicked my computer.
Yeah, good.
Channel 3, I kicked my computer. My monitor went black. I fixed it. Though. I didn't break it. Team Zach on this one. They're all saying, fine, y'all can be on Zach's team. Whatever.
Hey, what are all the other social media saying?
Zach, you know what, Zach? They're being quiet over there. We got 3 people watching, 2 on the other social media, and they're all quiet.
Well, you know what? They agree.
Zach, I'm just going to tell you to take a. Okay, Zach.
That's a long beat for take a win. I don't know.
As Christmas Vacation.
Christina says I'm divided on this one.
And what's crazy is people watch that movie every year. Probably 2 or 3 times a season.
What is the point? What is the
I
point?
watch it even when it's not Christmas time. I'll fucking watch it tonight.
My wife says I know it's National Lampoon's. That's why I asked. LOL. I know it's national, so I agree with Mark on this one. Thank you. See, I got some people that agree with me on this one.
But
you can't just mention Christmas Vacation movie and let everybody automatically go, "Oh my God, that's National Lampoon." And no.
So if we were to poll this, since we're doing percentages tonight, I would say about 87% of people, if you said Christmas Vacation, they would know that it's National Lampoon's.
All right.
Zach's gone. He said, I'm over this shit.
All right. You know what? We're going to move on. But we are going to say that there's no reason why people have to watch a movie more than once.
Well, you're wrong.
How am I wrong on this? Listen. Tell me your theory. So you got a movie, you watched it, you saw everything that happened in the movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be a new one that comes out 30 days. What's the point of watching another movie with the same movie over?
Because I like it.
You liked it, so why
Yeah.
watch it again? You already know what happens.
Because I like it.
It's gonna
I
be
like
boring.
the
You're gonna end
story.
up
I
doing
like
a
the
nap.
actors. I like the scenes. I like the cinematic play. I like everything about it. If there's movies I like, I'll watch it again. Same thing with like watching a skate video. I've seen certain skate videos 100 times.
You're gonna end up taking a nap during that movie. Like you watched it already, so it gets boring to you, and your brain just you just fall asleep.
But it doesn't.
Yes, Zach. Zach's throwing on his mask. Seems like a huge waste of time. However, there are exceptions like traditional seasonal movies, McFiddle-de-diddle says. My wife says rewatch to get caught up. I rewatched The Matrix when the new one came out. Maybe for the series, but no, not ours. It already happened with it. So what's the point? The first one, you take the red pill, the blue pill, and you find it. No, what's the point? I got Zach. Like Zach's face, it's funny. I love it. Like Zach's face right now while we're having this argument is like turning beet red. Like he's ready to reach through the screen and grab.
You're disappointing me more now than you were during the fucking Mandela effect. I swear to God.
Zach's gonna work tomorrow and be bitching. This guy on TikTok refuses to watch a movie more than friggin'
Who works tomorrow? Tomorrow's Labor Day.
Yeah.
Work tomorrow. There's a lot of people that work tomorrow.
I don't.
Well, it must be nice. Oh, someone was not. If Zach's working tomorrow, he should quit. McPhil says.
What if I was working tomorrow?
All right, let's see. How about we'll move on here, folks. We were on arguing about me watching movies not more than once because there's no point. So we're gonna move on to the next section. Showing enthusiasm for a surprise you didn't actually like. So when you get a surprise, do you show excitement for that surprise, or do you just be honest with them and be like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, I mean, is this surprise like something that okay, wait, rephrase that again. What'd you say?
Sure. Showing enthusiasm for a surprise you didn't actually like.
I mean, I wouldn't lie. I mean, I would lie. Sorry. Let me repeat that. Mark's got my mind all fucked.
Yeah, right.
No, if it was something that I didn't like or want, I would lie just to, not be rude about it. But when they walked away, I'd be like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Yeah. It says that she would just smile and don't say a word. Sometimes, but
then it's awkward as shit.
Like surprise. I don't know.
You're like, what the fuck?
You're murmuring words in the back of your head, like "fuck you, you fucking assholes." Why? Oh man.
I'm like, I'm never gonna use that, you dumbass. Well, thank you.
This will be perfect for next year's regifting.
I'll see you during the next employee freaking Secret Santa.
Yeah, right. White elephant.
Right. Oh man. My wife says never mind. She was talking to me about an account. Gotcha. All right, move to opening a gift in front of the giver and trying to hide disappointment. Gary's over there shaking his head. Yes. I take it you've done that.
Yeah.
So getting a gift, I'm like, I'm going to get something good. And you open it and be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I've gotten gifts that were, you think it's going to be something cool and it's like the really shitty version of something that's cool. And you're just like, I mean, you tried, but you fucking missed the mark. But
Is that the same last question now? I feel like it's
kind of the same, but not the same.
At least this one got a little more specific, I guess, with a gift. Or whatever.
This one was more specific, I guess.
Because Mark's all about them semantics,
Gary.
No, I was gonna bring up a thing from but we won't get there yet. So.
Yeah, exactly. Zach, we're gonna talk about how you like to waste your time watching a movie more than once.
No, hold on. Have you ever seen the movie Old School?
Probably. I can't remember it.
Where that's where Will Ferrell, he goes streaking through the streets there on a college and stuff like that.
Yes, I remember it now, vaguely.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Like the dude gives him a bagel toaster for his wedding gift, and he keeps trying to give it back to him somehow through the whole. He gets pissed off because he can't get, and then he like wraps it up and tries to give it to a kid at his birthday party, and they look at him. He's like, "God damn it!"
Now, see if Mark watched that movie more than once, he might remember those scenes.
Yeah,
Mark.
so you saw Kaylin's comment down there below, huh? Yeah, okay. Kaylin, back down. Okay, Kaylin, there's no reason to watch a movie more than once. Moving forward.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up, Zach. Having an unexpected voice command activate on your phone in public.
Oh, like Barbie's did during Toxic Boxes where it said, plug me in or something like that, fill me up.
Yeah, Barbie's phone, she's done that more than once every time she's been in our toxic box. She plugs in her phone. It's like, oh, baby, give it to me one more time or some shit like that. Yeah, every time she plugs her phone in, the charger in her phone.
I remember the first time we all heard that, we're like, what?
Oh, dude, in Florida, everyone was like, wait a minute, what the fuck did your phone just say? Supposedly, and I still have yet to look that up, but supposedly, yeah, you can program your iPhone for every time you plug it into a charger to say something. Kaylin says her husband says, give it to me, Big Daddy. Y'all do this. Like, I got to figure out how to do this. So when I freaking plug in my phone, it says weird shit, man.
Dude, I saw a thing on here on TikTok 2 days ago. It was like Harry Potter words, but if you say a word, the flashlight will turn on. And then if you say another word, it'll turn it off.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right.
There's only a phone hack, though.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. All right, here's one for y'all. This one's a big one. There's a large percentage on this one. We're gonna ask the percentages in the chat and to Gary and Zach. Tennille had it. That's how I knew about. Oh, the wife knew about it too. Okay. Being in a restroom stall and making eye contact through the gap.
Oh, that's weird.
Gary's over there shaking his head. So I'm taking it you've had eye contact while you're in a bathroom stall.
Yeah.
While you're sitting down, dropping a deuce.
Yeah, and then someone just walks by and they look in there, and it's just like,
why the fuck would they look in there? Like,
dude,
no.
Like, no. Like, what did
you know someone's in there? You want to see who's in there, right? And it's just like, bruh, I'm in here.
Why is the gap so damn big?
Yeah, right. For real though.
So Gary, do you look in the gap are you looking in the stalls?
No, I'm in the stall when someone was making eye contact with me.
Yeah. Wipe.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I need a helping hand in here, bruh. Like,
or Serb says, "Yep." When little kids would crawl under the door. Mick Fiddle says,
those?
I've seen kids do that. Or Mick Fiddle says, "That's a us thing. I've read about the topic in several travel blogs. It's a us thing to have a gap.
A U.S. thing."
A U.S. thing. Gotcha. Biggest fear, LOL, I hang my purse on the hanger and block it.
I've seen people put toilet paper through the cracks and no one can look.
Really? Block the gap with toilet paper. Interesting. Folks, what would you do in the chat? I see we got 3 people watching on other social media profiles. I don't know who they are. What would you do? Do you make eye contact back in the gap? Or do you ignore the eye contact and move forward? Or do you ask the person, do you got a fucking problem?
Oh,
that's another hard eye contact, right?
Right. You got a fucking problem.
Right. Do you confront the person staring at? And if you're the person gawking into that crack, my question is to you, why? Why do you look into the crack of the bathroom stall?
I'd wipe my ass and then throw the toilet paper at him.
Rick Phil says, why? My wife says, I'm too busy making sure my butt don't touch the seat to see someone peeking through. All right. So she's not focusing on the crack. Like, do you like what you see or something? Kaylin says. Christina says, you say, excuse me. It's interesting. All right. We're going to move on here. Okay, here we go. Keeping it into the bathroom, folks. It seems like these things like to stay in the bathroom. Hearing someone in the next stall talking on their phone.
That's weird.
So you're on the hopper, you're dropping your deuce, the snake is finally escaping, and you hear someone having a full-blown conversation on their phone.
Oh, yeah, dude. If I'm trying to take the Browns to the Super Bowl, I don't want to fucking hear someone having a full-blown conversation about what they're eating for dinner tonight. Like,
well, apparently Christina on TikTok likes to talk on her phone while she's dropping a deuce. Gary, what about you?
I'm not usually on my phone when I'm dropping a deuce.
I mean, I'm guessing.
I mean, not talking on it. I'm doom scrolling, but I'm not talking.
You're definitely checking TikTok. I hope they
Doom
drop it until Joy says.
yeah, Mark's like, hey, honey, what you want for dinner tonight?
No, but I have done that with, like, when you've had, like, like a sales call's coming in and you're just going to hit up the hang up button anyways. You might as well say, go, oh, shit. Oh, sorry. What was that? I'm sorry. I just finished.
Dude, the worst is when you're dropping a deuce and then someone comes in and they drop a deuce, but it's like extremely loud. Like, you're sitting there trying not to laugh, but you are laughing.
The full blown erosion.
So many fucking times, bro. I'll be sitting there and I'll be like,
Or how about that? Or how about being that one person that goes in there? There's nobody else in the bathroom. You first go in there, you drop your doogie, you wash your hands, you're getting ready to walk out the door, and it stinks to high heaven, and some old dude walks in after you. Do you feel bad that they are freaking embracing your stink?
Nope.
Yeah, they're just gonna add to it, so fuck them.
What if they're just pissing though? They ain't adding to it. They're just pissing.
Oh, that sucks. It's a bathroom. That's what it's for. Shit.
Yeah. Right.
I think every place. Oh wait, or someone in the stall beside you blowing it up. What about that poopery stuff? Y'all seen that? Have you ever tried that stuff? The poopery.
That shit don't fucking work. It just makes you like fucking your shit.
A shitty lilac.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Hopefully we're getting out of the bathrooms with these questions. Let's see. Witnessing someone get reprimanded and not knowing where to look. So I guess maybe you're at work, you listen to someone getting fucking bitched at by the boss. Do you sit there and stare at him and watch the whole thing? Or do you try to avoid it by listening still?
I act like I'm busy while I'm still listening.
Yeah, right.
You go and use the printer if it's owned by the printer and just start printing out stuff so you can get the full-blown conversation. Joy said stare at the boss. Christina says absolutely watch.
Act like you don't know how to work a copier machine. Like, oh, what is this?
The world's longest copying.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
You're telling me all I have to do is put it in there, close the thing, and push copy? Oh, who would have known?
Well, 87% of the people find that awkward. And Serb says she agrees with you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, here's one for you. This happens probably more often than none. Being unsure if someone is pregnant and afraid to ask.
Oof.
Oh my God. No, I've never asked or anything, but there's this girl that we work with that she works in the office. Dude, we all thought she was pregnant and she's not. No one ever said anything, but one day she got up to talk to a trucker at the window and he asked her how far along she was.
Oh.
She's like, I'm not pregnant. And he's just like,
right? At that moment, that trucker's like, oh, fuck, I feel like an ass.
yeah, I laughed.
But everybody probably started rolling, huh?
Oh, dude, I had to leave the office. I walked down to the maintenance shop and told the maintenance guy about it, and he fucking died.
It became a whole office joke. Joy says, oh my God, I've asked when she's due.
Oof.
Kayla says, someone asked my aunt how far along she was, and she said she was 5 months, but she wasn't pregnant. And Joy says the first one. That would be a really awkward moment, right?
That would be pretty uncomfortable.
How long you been? And the person like, dude, I'm not fucking pregnant. Like, oh shit. Sorry. Darkness be like, when's the baby shower? Oh man. She said it made her feel bad, but she didn't want to make it more awkward. That is a very awkward moment.
Mm.
Let's see. Looking. All right, here's one. This one brings me back to my school days and being in detention. Being in a silent room with a loud clock ticking. That only brings me back to like middle school and high school when you're in detention. And you're sitting at that desk, everybody's quiet, and all you hear is,
I don't know, Mark. I was a good kid in school.
You're a fucking bullshit lying.
Dude, I was on the football team. I had to fucking behave.
Just because you're on a football team don't mean you're a freaking good kid. You just didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Okay, so you weren't good. You just didn't get caught. You're the same as my wife, okay? She used that same damn excuse. She may have not had cuffs on her at one point because she just didn't get caught.
Oh, no. I've been arrested before, but I mean, that's a whole different story.
Mega says, reminds me of exams in high schools, right? Exams were horrible too. Or you're waiting for that last 2 minutes of class. You're about ready to get out of school and everybody's just staring at the clock, waiting for that freaking bell to ring.
I always had my headphones on, so I fucking...
You had headphones?
Yeah.
Must have been nice to be a fucking young one. We didn't have headphones at first, Zach. I mean, we had Walkmans. Let me guess, Zach, in your time, you had the iPod, right?
No. I never used an iPod. I just fucking YouTube.
You had YouTube when you were in high school? God, I feel fucking old, Gary. How about you?
I don't know if YouTube was around.
No, YouTube wasn't around when we were in high school.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
No.
I graduated in 08, so it was around for me.
Yeah.
I'm 01.
Yeah.
It was around in 01.
Wasn't around in
22 years ago? I think it's only been around for 16 years.
When did YouTube show up on the internet?
Here's what I found from awkwardregister.com. YouTube was launched February 14th, 2005 by Steve Chen.
Oh, never mind. No, it wasn't.
05, is that what it said?
05, yeah.
05. And I can only imagine how shitty it was then.
Oh, dude, that must have been horrible.
Right?
There's definitely no music then.
It just was not even remotely close to how good it is today.
No, God, no.
480 resolution, super slow to load.
Darkness says she graduated in her first college back in 2003. Darkness, does Zach make you feel old? Because he's making me feel old right now.
A little bit.
Right. Just a little bit. We're gonna change him to Baby Zach. I think we're gonna nickname him Baby Zach. Zach wanna Bubba.
33. Fuck y'all.
Oh, Baby Zach. All right, moving. Zach. Yeah, you were wearing diapers when I was getting ready to go to middle school. Let's go. All right, moving on here. Having to sit next to someone you recently argued with.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward.
You go to say you get in an argument with someone in an airport, arguing over in line or whatever, and then you find out you're on that same airplane with them, sitting next to them. They got the middle seat, you got the aisle seat.
That'd be uncomfortable.
That would be majorly uncomfortable. Christina's bringing up MySpace. Oh my God. I remember.
I don't even know what MySpace is. I remember MySpace. My top 5, I always had, what's his name? The guy that created it.
Tom.
Yeah, man.
Tom was always on my top 5, bro.
Question is, how long did you have a MySpace page before Facebook came out?
Oh, I held off on Facebook for a little while.
MySpace for
Did
2
you?
years.
I'm slow to adapt. You know that.
Yeah, you are slow. I know.
Zach
Huh?
Oh, shit. Where were we at right now? Hour 38 minutes. All right. So, by the way, folks, I would love to tie this one into TikTok's podcast episodes, but TikTok won't let me tie this one. And found out that if you have a podcast that's longer than 90 minutes long, you cannot tie your podcast into your TikTok profile, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah. So they finally allow us to add our podcast to say I have videos, I can clip the podcast and have it added onto that video so people can listen to full-blown podcast. Yeah. If it's longer than 90 minutes, they won't allow it to add.
I mean, can't you cut it and put pieces in so it turns 90 minutes?
I would, but then people on Apple and Spotify be like, why the fuck does this podcast got part 1, part 2, part 3, or whatever, part 1 and part 2? They're driving nuts with them. So, all right, let's see here. Trying to navigate a quiet place with squeaky shoes. Squeaky shoes don't bother me, but what about going grocery shopping with that one cart that's going tung, tung, tung,
Oh,
Dude, I hate the shitty wheel cart, the wobbly wheel or something.
Dude, I will pull a car after car after car out until I find the good one, and everyone's sitting there looking at me like I'm fucking weird. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm not getting. It's going. Like,
That shit drives me nuts, dude.
You're pushing a shopping cart down the road, and it sounds like it's motorboating through every freaking aisle.
Yeah. Or one wheel doesn't work, and it's hard as fuck to push. Like,
yeah, you're hearing that fucker scrape on the floor.
Just always pulling to the side.
All those carts are the worst, but you always tend to get them every time you go shopping.
Yeah.
Every time you go shopping, you're getting those carts. Oh, man. Or what about people who don't clean shit out of their carts? You get a cart and there's like tissues and shit like that in the front
Pretty
of the
annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, I just fucking push that one to the side and grab another one.
Right? That's typically what I'll do too, most definitely. Leave it for the employees that get paid to take it out.
Or people that fucking take their carts outside and don't take it to the cart corral and just leave it in the middle of the
hate that shit. Cart narcs, dude.
Yeah, you see that guy? He's so fucking funny. People throw the magnets back at him. He's like, "Oh, I dodged your attack, sir."
yeah. He's funny as fuck.
Or the other one there that's kind of annoying at grocery stores happened to me the other day when people are in those little freaking drivable carts.
Yeah.
And they leave the fucker in reverse while they're taking their stuff out because some reason you can get the button stuck in between reverse and off so it doesn't move. So as they're unloading their cart and they're standing, all you hear is beep. Everybody's staring around. They're looking at the person. They're just ignoring it. And they're putting their stuff on the groceries and that thing's still going 4 minutes later. Beep. Luckily, I think it was about 5 minutes in. Somebody literally walked over from the bakery side of the grocery stores. They heard it and shut the fucking buzzer off. And the customer's like, "Oh, I didn't know how to do that.
Oh,
you son of a bitch." Like that was the most, like you couldn't ask an employee, like you understand that sound is driving everybody freaking nuts right now. You can't excuse me.
No, there's one at Walmart one time. I think it was around Halloween, but there's someone, no, it was Christmas. They're riding one of those ones around. The brakes or whatever the fuck on it was bad, and it literally sounded like forks or knives going across a plate, bro. And you could hear it across the fucking store. Like they would be all the way back in electronics. You could be over by fucking garden area, and you could still hear that shit.
See that type of the screeching noise don't bother me. I guess let's talk about that real quick. So people who don't like screeching noise, like my wife hates that sound of a fork scratching against a plate.
I hate it.
Says it hurts like her teeth and everything. Like she hears that fork scratching over the plate.
Yeah, that's how I am. I fucking hate it.
What about that fingernails going across a chalking board?
That doesn't bother me. But no.
The fork on the teeth, I feel that in my teeth. But like the fork on a plate or the chalkboard doesn't bother me. But the if someone has like the fork on the teeth for some reason, I'm like, my
god, bro.
Yeah, it's so bad, dude.
Just gave me goosebumps thinking about that.
So you're one of those people you just don't like it.
Dude,
no, see that's fine.
I'm about ready to get a text message and yell at me. I guarantee it. Zach, where'd you go?
Dude, don't fuck you, Mark. Dude, I swear to God, bro.
That person's doing it on their teeth.
Dude.
Vic Fiddle says the sound of running your hand across unfinished wood or drywall gives me the chills. Really? Really? I mean, that rough sounding, chewing loud as they know. Darkness, we talked about that last week.
Wait. Yeah. Running your hand across unfinished wood and drywall?
Squeak.
You got sweaty palms, Zach? Oh man, I hate it when people chew gum with their mouths open. Syrup says.
We've already talked about that in the podcast.
We did. We talked about that last week. Last week we were talking about the annoyances of things.
Pet peeves.
Yeah, pet peeves. That was a good one. If you guys haven't watched the pet peeves one, you got to watch that one. That was a good one. I started it off by chomping on some chips with my mouth wide open. All right, let's see. Getting food delivered and not having enough cash for a tip.
I'd never tip in cash because I always use my card.
Right, just tip with a card. I'd say that's how I've always done it. Let's see. Making a toast and having no one join in. I've never had that issue. Never made a toast, actually.
I made a toast one time, and it was when I was best man at my buddy's wedding. I don't remember what the fuck I said in my speech, but apparently it was good, and everyone toasted. So,
All right. Darkness says she does not do takeaway. So, Darkness, you're always picking up the food, or do you like just never order out?
yeah, Darkness, you don't DoorDash or anything?
Let's see. That's really about it on that list too. Do you guys have anything that was like an awkward moment that we may have not talked about?
I had an awkward moment when I used to tour with my old band. If you want to hear it,
go for it.
So I literally just got over from being sick.
Zach, what was that word you just used?
Literally.
We literally just talked about this in our last podcast. Oh, that's right. You weren't in it.
That was the one that he wasn't on.
That was the one. All right, he wasn't. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Zach. Continue your story.
Am I not supposed to say literally?
No, it's just funny when people use the word literally when they're not supposed to use the word literally.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So I think this was the last tour with my band, when my band was actually together, but I got really sick, went to the doctor, got medicine, and the medicine gave me diarrhea. And when I was on stage and I was jumping around, I shit my pants.
Nice.
So that snake wasn't playing peekaboo then.
It wasn't a snake. It was not a snake.
Water.
Oh, dude, you had muddy water.
Did I stop the show? Fuck no, I kept going.
Wow. Committed to the craft.
Right? Gotta be committed to the craft. Kaylin says that she texted her preacher something before the wedding, and she abbreviated sec for second, but instead it changed a C to X.
Yep.
Right? Predictive text is horrible, man. I always have bad luck with voice predictive text. Like, I have the weirdest shit being sent to people, a voice predictive text, and I use it a lot.
Darkness wants to know what the call-in number is.
Yeah, Darkness, the call-in number is area code 207. Stand by. Waiting for it. 370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Yes, Mark, I use voice to text, LOL, and always have issues, right? Love that you can edit text messages on iPhone now because of this. Right. So, yeah, but I don't. So when I'm working and I get a text message, say from my brother or my wife or whatever, I'll just be like, hey, Siri, respond to such and such and send the message. And I don't even check until they respond back saying, LOL, what the fuck? What did you say? Well,
I've gotten some pretty random texts from you.
Call from Darkness.
You guys hear them, right?
Press 1 to send a voice.
Darkness, I'm not sure if you'll hear Gary and Zach, so hopefully you got them on TikTok, but go for it.
I only have one device. Listen, he really should have pants.
He
That's
did.
the only reason.
Oh, that's the only She's only calling because she wanted to laugh because you just talked about the shit in the pants story.
Because I'm banned. I can't.
I was sick.
Oh, good. I did want to say, Zach, even though we don't get along, I totally defended you yesterday.
Can she hear me?
I'm not sure. Can you hear him, Darkness?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I have one device.
Yeah, no, we're wondering if you could hear him through the phone. Let me try some real quick. Hold on 1 second, Darkness. I'm going to see something. You may have an echo on your end. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to change up the audio settings to see if we can get you to hear Zach. Microphone,
Okay.
speakers. Let's see. If I bring the microphone down to this one here. Darkness, can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, Zach, try something.
Penis.
Did you hear him?
No.
No. All right, shit. It does not work. All right, Zach, what would you want to say to her, though? I think she was talking about defending you during.
No, I went and I MASR reported a video because someone told me they made a bad video about you.
Yes, the video that they made of him regards to the argument they had and they threatened his family, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, heck no. Only I can talk crap about Zach. That's it.
Goddamn right you can. She can't.
So
She
I was
can't.
like, I went for that one.
Gotcha. All right. So
you can tell
Anyway, I just wanted to
She's the only one that can talk crap about me.
appreciate it.
If you give my number to anybody, I'm going to punch you.
Sounds good. No, your numbers get deleted at the end of the show. Have a good one, Darkness.
Goodbye.
Bye. You give my number to anybody, I'm going to kill you. Nope, the numbers all get deleted at the end of the show. Y'all safe. So, Zach, she literally just called in so she could laugh at you.
For shit my pants, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's a good reason. That's a pretty good reason to call in to laugh at somebody.
It happens to the best of us. And Darkness, you're back in here, and I agree. You are the only one that can talk shit.
Mess with one, mess with all. We don't play, Kaylin says. Oh, man. It's a good show tonight. Well, hold on one second. Everybody on TikTok, stand by. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else you listen to me in a podcast. I'm going to end the show on all of y'all. Give me a second as we end the show on those ones. Give me 1 second.
You've been listening to the Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that